Today we are breaking down everything, and I truly mean everything we know so far about Survivor Season 44. Survivor 43 hasn't even finished yet, however, I think it's time to build the hype and excitement for Survivor 44. I've done all the research across the entire internet to deliver 10 new updates on the upcoming season. I don't want to waste any of your time, don't worry, there won't be any spoilers in this video related to any boot lists or players that will be voted out. Instead, we'll be focusing on the intense new idle cage twist, how production absolutely loved this season, all the new players, and what the logo of the season will be. Let's get right into it with number 10, production loves Survivor 44. You may be asking yourself, what does this even mean? There has been inside discussions that the Survivor production team and Jeff Probst himself absolutely loved how Survivor 44 turned out. For example, these people were much higher on 42 compared to 41, meaning if you have been enjoying Survivor 43 so far, I have good news for you as Survivor 44 may be even better. In fact, Survivor 44 might turn into the best season we have received in this new era. Now with that said, we do need to take this with a grain of salt, as way back in the day, Jeff Probst would way overhype how a season of Survivor turned out, and sometimes that would backfire on him, but with learning his lesson on making sure he doesn't overhype a Survivor season, I think it's safe to say we are in store for the best season of Survivor in a long time. Just like how Jeff Probst is super excited for Survivor 44, I hope you're excited as I'm on the road to passing Russell Hanson subscribers. If you want to stay updated on Survivor 44 and help me reach my goal on passing Russell Hanson on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. Number 9, 3 tribes of 6 players each. Yes, that's right, Survivor 44 is sticking to the same tribe division that we've seen for the past 3 seasons in a row, and we'll be watching 3 tribes of 6 players battling it out in Fiji. If you can't count, that means 18 players total. Oh yeah, and we also have a sneak peek of what one of the tribe's colors will look like, and I'll be showing that off later in the video. For now, I'm not saying I'm mad about this, but not to sound like an old person, I'm more disappointed that we aren't changing things up. 3 tribes are fun sometimes, and I hope we can return back to the 2 tribes for Survivor 45 as things don't start to become stale, as 3 tribes limits the possibilities with there being nowhere to hide at tribal council. Christian Hibicki from Survivor David vs. Goliath crunched all the numbers and said it best on Rob Has a Podcast.
The one thing though with the 3 tribe season is that you have fewer connections to players before the merge if you do not swap, okay? And these days, it used to be that you would swap.
Number 8, Survivor 44 logo. Ah yes, we teased at the start of the video that the logo for Survivor 44 has been leaked online. And going with the same trend as previous seasons, we won't have a theme for the upcoming season as it's simply going to be titled Survivor 44. Anyway, here's a look at the fancy new logo we got for Survivor's newest season. And alongside the leak that highlighted the logo, it also got revealed that one of the tribe colors will be this light teal. Number 7, premiere date. It's honestly very nice that even though we are 3 months away from the start of Survivor 44, we have an official premiere date. Gotta make sure all Survivor superfans can book time off work, prepare for your Survivor parties, as Survivor 44 will be releasing on Wednesday, March 1st with a 2-hour premiere. Jeff Probst went on to say he loved how Survivor 43 started out its season with a 2-hour first episode and a 90-minute second episode. So although it's not yet known if the second episode of Survivor 44 will have a 90-minute runtime, it's amazing to know that Jeff Probst agrees with all of us that longer episodes are better. I remember not too long ago during my Survivor 43 episode 1 and episode 2 recaps, fully praising those longer episodes and how it gave the producers and editors time to slow things down.
So I've heard a lot. Let me see if I can encapsulate what we've just talked about. Survivor is a lot of things. First and foremost, it's a game.
Number 6, new era format. We kind of highlighted this earlier in the video, but I think it deserves its own point that the new era format of Survivor will be continuing moving into 44. Things like no theme, 26 days of Survivor, beware advantages, ship wheel island, no rice, and less supplies to start the game. We will also be seeing the new idle cage twist that we'll be discussing at the end of the video. It might just be me nitpicking here, but I think it also needs to be highlighted that the monster that Jeff Probst was obsessed with during the marketing for Survivor 41 will not be returning, and this probably won't be the hardest Survivor season of all time. How do I know this? Well, Jeff Probst recently stated during the immunity challenge of Survivor 43 that they don't push the players as hard anymore.
This is old school Survivor, back when we inflicted a little more pain. Nice to revisit.
Number 5, filming dates. We already touched on the fact that Survivor 44 will premiere on Wednesday, March 1st with a 2-hour episode, but I think it's also super important to highlight that Survivor 44 was filmed in June 2022. If any future Survivor players are watching this video, you always want to hope that you get placed on the fall season of Survivor instead of the winter season of Survivor. If you didn't know, they always film Survivor seasons back to back, but the players on the later season need to keep it a secret that they played Survivor for so much longer.
So let's add a little history to it.
Oh my god, oh my god.
The only time we have ever done this was the last time we did it, which was the summer of 2000.
And with that said, number 4, winner announced on location. Similar to how Survivor 41 and 42 finished and how Survivor 43 will finish, we'll be watching Jeff Probst announce the winner directly after the final tribal council as they transition into the Survivor after show. First of all, this is insane that these 18 new players are able to keep a secret for over 8 months when they all know who won the season. And secondly, although I'm a big fan of a majority of the new era changes to Survivor, this one thing I'm not able to get behind. The live reunion show is able to give the players closure on their experience, whereas it physically hurts me to watch Jeff ask these players that lost the game seconds ago what happened.
So what is that feeling right now for you, even as a runner-up?
Number 3, 18 new Survivor players. At the time of recording this video, we all know the names of the 18 new players going into Survivor 44 and have pictures of all of them except for one. We are still in the dark on our mystery man Matt from possibly San Francisco, California. With that said, the diversity mandate we have seen with the new era will be continuing into Survivor 44. And a super impressive statistic, Survivor 41 to Survivor 44 will be the longest stretch of no returning players since Panama to China. That was season 12 to season 15, meaning we are tying a record of no returning players, something we haven't seen since 2007. Number 2, Canadians. Let's go represent. During Survivor 44, we'll get some Canadian representation with Cam Fritzler, a law student in his 20s from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. If you are new to the channel, I guess it's important to note that I'm Canadian, so this is always fun for me to see Canadians on Survivor. And a little conspiracy, we had back-to-back Canadian winners in Survivor 41 with Erica and Survivor 42 with Marianne, and that's why we didn't see any Canadians on Survivor 43, meaning 100% without a doubt Kane is my winner pick for Survivor 44. Number 1, the idol cage twist. Before we get into it, I gotta say that I'm super high on this twist and love all the possibilities on how these players will be able to come up with unique ways to turn this into an advantage for their game. Think of this as the next evolution of the risk versus reward idea, making the players work for an advantage. Each tribe camp will have a bird cage with an idol locked inside and a note on how to find the key to open it. However, the cages are in plain sight, so it'll require stealth for a castaway to obtain the idol without being caught. For those brave enough to open the cage, they'll find inside a bag containing 2 idols, a real one and a fake one. The players must take the real idol and leave behind the fake, making it appear that the bag and cage hasn't been tampered with. It's unclear yet what happens if someone finds the fake idol afterwards, but I'm so excited for this. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the idol cage twist and how you are feeling about Survivor 44 with all this information on the season. And if you are looking for more information, click right here for the Survivor 44 cast assessment.